So good morning, class.
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम।
गुड मॉर्निंग मैम।
Good morning. सब ठीक है? घनश्याम
Yes, ma'am.
ठीक हो?
Yes, ma'am.
अनुराधा हेलो अनुराधा
यस मैम।
ठीक हो? सब ठीक है?
हाँ यस मैम।
काव्या
यस मैम।
एवरीथिंग ओके?
यस मैम। गुड मॉर्निंग। ओके मैम।
Okay. So one crop was left, na? Okra.
यस
So let us complete okra.
Yes,
So
ma'am.
this will be the last crop and the last class, and after this we'll have some tests. Okay, quiz. Hmm? So
यस
let us start right away. Screen you can see.
यस मैम।
Yes, ma'am.
यस मैम।
So today we'll go ahead with okra breeding. Hmm? So okra is a very important crop of India. Hmm? And India is the leading producer of okra, and India produces almost 90% of the total okra of the world. Okay, so India is the leader in okra production, and quite some okra is also exported from India. So this is a very important crop of India, and the most important problems in okra are what?
YVM.
Yellow
YVMV.
and mosaic.
Yes, yellow wing mosaic virus. That is the most important problem in okra. And apart from high yield, what breeders aim at? They aim at controlling the YVMV. Apart from YVMV, another problem has recently come up, and that is ination leaf curl. Okay, and what may be what has been observed by several researchers and also at our location also, YVMV and ination leaf curl, they seem to have opposite effects. Okay, the resistance seems to be opposite linked. Okay, so that means what? The genotypes that are resistant to YVMV, they seem to be susceptible to ination leaf curl and vice versa. So generally what we see, YVMV resistant genotypes are generally susceptible to ination leaf curl. So that is another problem. Okay. So let us now begin with okra. So okra is what? Abelmoschus esculentus. The cultivated okra is Abelmoschus esculentus. The taxonomy that we have, it is what? It belongs to the kingdom Plantae. The division is Magnoliophyta. Then class is Magnoliopsida. Order is Malvaceae, and family is Malvaceae, genus Abelmoschus, and the species is Esculentus. So previously, what we know, okra was placed under the genus Hibiscus, an important crop of Hibiscus family. You have China rose, so China rose family, Hibiscus, right? Hmm?
यस मैम।
So another important
Jute flower.
Malvaceae family. What else is there? You also cotton. Cotton is
Cotton.
also there. That is another important crop of the Malvaceae family. Okay. So previously, anyway, coming to back to hibiscus, the genus hibiscus, okra was previously placed under hibiscus, but later it was distinguished from the hibiscus due to its calyx, which was patulate with short teeth, and it was connect to the corolla, and it was even podaceous after flowering. After flowering, also it stayed back. Okay, so that were the differences between the hibiscus and the this thing uh, apple muscat. That is why
Available.
later on okra was placed in the Avalmoscus genus of the family Malvaceae. So, classification of okra with the different species has been adopted at International Okra Workshop, which was held at the IVPGR in 1991, and that gave the classification, the final classification, the different species that were adopted by IVPGR. They were Havelmoscus, Moschatus, and there were also subspecies also. So Moschatus, subspecies Moschatus, var Moschatus, then Moschatus, var Moschatus was also there. Then Moschatus subspecies var beauty, betulicifolius was also there. Another Moschatus subspecies Bicensis was also there, and subspecies tuberosus. So these were the different species of okra. Then the next was Manihot. Manihot subspecies Tetraphilus. Then Manihot Tetraphilus var pungens. Okay, there were these. Then Esculentus, the cultivated species. Tuberculatus. This tuberculatus is the progenitor species of okra. Okay. Then there was Ficalnius, Crinitus, Angulosus, and Cali. So these are the 8 species. They were adopted and classified according to IBPGR. These are the diversity of Avalmoscus that is found in India. There were some. This is Angulosus with the flower colors you see: dark yellow flower, purpuraceous, Angulosus var purpureus. So this is having purple color. Esculentus, this is light yellow, okay, almost creamish yellow, the cultivated okra. Then tuberculatus, this is slight darker than that. Ficalnius, almost whitish, creamish. So Manihot, see this spot, yellowish spot near the center. Then Moschatus, dark yellow. Crinitus, again dark yellow, and see the pods also, different pods. Okay, so this is the cultivated one, and others are generally, you see, the smaller and rounded pods are there. Generally, in all the other species, this Moschatus is again having sweet smell. Okay, oil is also extracted from the seeds of Moschatus. You see, you are seeing the different species. This is Crinitus. Then field view of subspecies, many hot subspecies, Tetraphilus var tetraphilus. This is again used in as resistant species, donor of resistance for YVMV, Manihot, and a different subspecies of Manihot. This is wild tuberculatus. This is Moschatus. Moschatus has also been used as resistance source to YVMV. This is Cali. Cali is very much similar to okra, and also you find some varieties. Sustira, one of the varieties, that is a direct variety of the species Cali. Okay. Sustira. This is Ficalnius, the rounded ones, and this is quite high also. So coming to the origin, generally Levin and Zhukovsky 1975 में उन्होंने क्या बोला, that okra originated in the Hindustan center of origin, that is India. Okay, and the progenitor Avalmoscus tuberculatus, it is said to be native to UP. Joshi and Hardas, they said that this cultigen either originated in India or as a polyphyletic species in India and Africa both. So different species originated in simultaneously India में भी और Africa में भी, दोनों जगह पे they originated. Then Sanskrit literature में जो है तीन दिशा या गंधमूला, they have been mentioned, and it is believed that these point to okra only. Okay. Another hypothesis is, it was given by Murdoch, and उन्होंने क्या बोला कि ईस्ट अफ्रीका में भी जो है okra was cultivated previously, and दूसरा putative ancestor, that is the Ficalnius, and another wild species Cali. they were cultivated in East Africa and it points its origin to the Ethiopia. एंड इथियोपिया के अलावा भी जो है जो नाइल रीजन एंड वेस्टर्न अफ्रीका एंड उसके बाद में देयर वाज डोमेस्टिकेशन इन द इथियोपियन रीजन ऑफ वेस्टर्न अफ्रीका लेकिन देयर वर नो डॉक्यूमेंटेशन ऑफ माइग्रेशन ऑफ ओकरा फ्रॉम अफ्रीका टू एशिया तो पॉलीफाइलेटिक स्पीशीज का क्या है उनका कॉमन एंसेस्टर नहीं है लेकिन अलग अलग एज डिफरेंट स्पीशीज वो वहां पे भी ओरिजिनेट किया और इंडिया में भी ओरिजिनेट किया तो दिस मे बी द केस बट देन अगेन इट इज आल्सो बिलीव दैट इंडिया इज द सेंटर ऑफ कमिंग टू द क्रोमोसोम नंबर ओकरा में जो है क्रोमोसोम नंबर इट रेंजेस फ्रॉम 66 to 199 ओके देयर आर आल्सो डिफरेंट प्लॉइडी लेवल्स एंड प्लॉइडी लेवल 1 जो है 56 क्रोमोसोम नंबर से 72 तक जो है 2n equals to 56 to 72 it is considered to be ploidy level 1 ploidy level 2 जो है 2n जो है equals to 108 से 144 that is considered to be ploidy level 2 and ploidy level 3 is 185 to 199 so Kali only comes into the ploidy level 3 others जो है tuberculosis 2n equals to 58 angulosus 56 है Picalneus 72, 78 है Moschatus is having 72. These are all ploidy level 1. Esculentus में भी जो है reports of 66, 72 ones. These are ploidy level 1. Then 108, 118, 120, 122, 124, 130, 131, 32, 33, 34. These are all ploidy level 2. Manihot subspecies Manihot 60, 66, 68. Ploidy level 1. Manihot subspecies Tetraphilus Bhat Tetraphilus 130 that is again ploidy level 2 Manihot subspecies Tetraphilus var pungens 138 that is again ploidy level 2 okay so these different ploidy levels are found and these are the different Abelmosca species with different chromosome numbers so most common is 130 in the cultivated okra the most common chromosome number is 2n equals to 130 and क्या बोला जाता है that there is presence of amphidiploidy. So that is a case of amphidiploidy. Amphidiploid is allotetraploid. So AABB chromosome is present in case of okra. Okay. Then coming to the anthesis and stigma receptivity. Generally the anthesis time is 6 a.m. to 10 a.m. in the morning. Okay. And anthers generally days before the flower opens and the dehiscence is transverse and complete dehiscence occurs within very short time of 5 to 10 minutes. Okay. Pollen fertility is maximum 1 hour before to 1 hour after anthesis. Stigma though is receptive 1 day before to 1 day after anthesis and okra is highly cross-pollinated. Generally it is self-pollinated crop but 4 to 19% of cross pollination often occurs and even that goes up to 40%. So it can be classified into often cross pollinated category. So basically self pollinated but quite high more than 15% even तो 5 to 15% अगर आता है that is classified into often cross pollinated group of vegetables right so okra is classified into often cross-pollinated vegetable crop. Now this has been a study of different researchers on the crossability of okra ploidy level 1. मतलब 56 से कितना तक 72 तक जो है जो प्लॉइडी कल्टिवेटेड ओकरा का है उस प्लॉइडी लेवल के साथ में डिफरेंट वाइल्ड स्पीशीज का क्रॉसबिलिटी का स्टडीज किया है तो उसमें डिफरेंट चीजें देखा है तो दे हैव फाउंड दैट प्रोसेस जो है ट्यूबरकुलेटस के साथ में जब भी किया है ओकरा का एस्कुलेंटस का सो क्रॉस पॉजिटिव हुआ है फाइकलनियस का जब 78 72 के साथ में फाइकलनियस के साथ में जब किया है तो ये नेगेटिव हुआ है एनी हॉट का भी जो है 124 क्रॉस 68 जब हुआ है, so प्लॉइडी लेवल 124 ऑफ मैनीहॉट एंड 64, तो इसका जब भी क्रॉस हुआ है देन इट हैज बीन फाउंड के नेगेटिव रहा है बाय हेमोना यापो, ठीक है। पाल सिंह स्वरूप में भी उनका नेगेटिव पाया है, बोथ द क्रॉसेस रेसिप्रोकल एंड एज वेल एज द डायरेक्ट क्रॉस। सो एस्कुलेंटस को मेल फीमेल दोनों पेरेंट्स से उसको नेगेटिव पाया है, लेकिन कुछ कुछ केसेस में द थिंग हैज बीन रिवर्स, मतलब एस्कुलेंटस व्हेन यूज्ड एज फीमेल पेरेंट उसमें क्रॉस सक्सेसफुल हुआ है, बट एस्कुलेंटस व्हेन यूज्ड एज द मेल पेरेंट द क्रॉस हैज नॉट बीन सक्सेसफुल। ओके, तो डिफरेंट ये रिजल्ट्स पाया है, एंड जनरली these results are have been for development of resistance to YVMV. Okay. Now coming to the breeding objectives of okra. First and foremost will be high yield, obviously, but okra plants generally what we see, okra plants are quite high plants. Okay, height उसका काफी ज्यादा तक जाता है, and if the plants are tall, then harvesting becomes difficult, as well as what happens, we cannot reach it.
Lodging.
दूसरा चीज ये है कि बहुत ज्यादा हवा वगैरह चलता है तो देयर मे बी चांसेस ऑफ लॉजिंग आल्सो।
Lodging.
Okay, so we prefer okra plants to be of short stature, and what we see, flowering in okra comes in almost every nodes. So the more number of nodes means more number of flowers, and more number of flowers means they will be converted into fruits, so more number of fruits. So we will prefer more number of nodes. So short plant stature with more number of nodes, that should be giving what, better plant stature, plant structure, as well as higher yield. Second is the early maturing and late senescing varieties. So early maturing, obviously, always it gives what? It gives higher
Price. Price.
price. Okay.
Right.
Premium price and availability, that is also preferred. And late senescing, why? Generally okra is a short duration crop. तो अराउंड 2 months में उसका जो है यील्ड होके खत्म हो जाता ही है ना, 2.5 months में भी। So if it is late senescing, then we can get the fruits till longer time. रेगुलर ओकरा में पिकिंग होता रहता है, so late senescing होगा तो we'll get picking for more duration, and that will again give more yield. So late senescing also preferred. Span of getting the flower and fruits will be higher in case of the late senescing varieties. Then we have what? We have high yield with dark green, tender, long, smooth pods with preferably 5 ridges. So high yield is obviously the common breeding objective of all breeding programs. Along with that, we have what? Okra, dark green is preferred. The fruits of the pod should be dark green, that is preferred, and the pods are preferred to be tender. Tender okra ही consume करते हैं हम लोग. So fruit should be tender, and generally they should also be long. इंडिया में long prefer करते हैं, and the fruit should be smooth, preferably with 5 ridges. ज़्यादा ridge होने से we don't prefer okra with 7-8 ridges, but obviously we have some varieties like Sadhar, Kashi Sadhari having 7 ridges, but generally we prefer okra with 5 ridges. The most important, resistance for biotic stresses like YVMV, Nation leaf curl, diseases, and pests like whitefly, jassets, fruit borer, and so on. Okay, so this is the resistance for biotic stress. Then resistance for abiotic stress for okra, drought, low temperature, and soil salinity. These are the most important abiotic stress. So we also breed for resistance to these stresses. Optimum seed setting ability for rapid multiplication. Seed setting ability should also be optimum, okay, so that we get high amount of seeds, and that will enable us for rapid multiplication of the crops. And it should be widely adaptable. Wider adaptability should be there. And export. For export purpose, the varieties, they should be medium size. In India, we prefer long pods though, but outside India, they generally don't prefer long podded okra. So we prefer for export medium sized pods. They should be dark green and roundish. So the ridges should not be prominent. A little roundish, smooth and shining fruits should be there. Okay, so that is preferred. Medium size means around 6 to 8 centimeters, not very long. Okay, 8 centimeters maybe. So these are the major breeding objectives of okra. Now coming to the inheritance of different qualitative traits. So what are qualitative traits? We have discussed in all the classes. Hmm? Qualitative traits
Governed by few
governed by few genes, right?
students.
Governed by few genes and generally cannot be measured. Anna,
Mm-hmm. Yes,
discrete
ma'am.
traits. So generally,
Hello.
हाँ बोलो. Generally for plant color actually train जा रही थी. हमारा residence जो है it's just beside the railway track ना. So for plant color the governance is monogenic and dark green is dominant over the light green and green is recessive to greenish red. Okay. For stem color, it is again having monogenic governance and purple is dominant over green. Leaf margin again monogenic and cut leaves are dominant over lobed leaves. For leaf lobing, again that is monogenic but incomplete dominance is there. Yellow corolla is also monogenic and generally yellow is dominant over green. So what we saw in the different species we have yellow and cream. So yellow is dominant over cream. Okay. For calyx pigmentation again monogenic and pigmentation is dominant. For pod shape it is generally digenic with epistepic effect. Okay. And angular is generally dominant over the round. For pod color again, that is monogenic or it may be digenic also. For pod hairiness, it is monogenic, incomplete dominance is there. YVMV resistance, it is generally digenic, governed by two recessive genes, YV and YV2. This has been in case of Esculentus and Esculentus cross. ओके एस्कुलेंटस एस्कुलेंटस क्रॉस में ये पाया गया है. सो एस्कुलेंटस का जहाँ पे रेजिस्टेंस सोर्स रहा है यहाँ पे ये पाया गया है दैट इट इज गवर्न बाय टू रिसेसिव जीन्स YV एंड YV2. फॉर एस्कुलेंटस क्रॉस मैनीहॉट सबस्पीशीज मैनीहॉट क्रॉस जनरली क्या पाया गया है टू कॉम्प्लीमेंट्री जीन्स हैज बीन फाउंड एंड फॉर single dominant gene in many-hot cross what we have found generally for many hot cross many hot in this cross we have found single dominant gene and polygenic with additive effects it has been found also polygenic with is having some kind of dominant and additive effects. These have all been found for YVMV resistance. Then there are some improved varieties. Many varieties have been developed in okra. बहुत दिन से okra breeding चल रही है. Initially, what were done the selection and later hybridization between different Abelmoschus esculentus species also. So intravarietal as well as interspecific species have also been utilized for generally developing YVMV resistance. बैकक्रॉस ब्रीडिंग उस पे किया गया है देन सिलेक्शन द सेग्रीगेशन पॉपुलेशन इससे जो है जनरली द वैरायटीज हैव बीन डेवलप्ड सो इनिशियली जो इम्पोर्टेंट varieties थे, they were Pusa Makmali. So this was a selection from a local collection of West Bengal. Then this was what? Early, the pods were smooth, 5 rich, light green, 15-20 centimeter long and suitable for spring summer cultivation. Developed at IRI. Pusa Savani, this is very popular variety and still it is very popular. Though initially it was developed for YVMV resistance and it was resistant, but now the resistance has broken down. And so hybridization between YVMV resistant IC 1542 and Pusa Makmali. Okay. So plants were tall, early, fruits were smooth, 5 reach, 18 to 20 centimeters. So quite long fruits. Okay. Suitable for again spring summer cultivation, and YVMV resistance was there and which has broken down. So in okra, what we see that the resistance to YVMV, it breaks down very easily because the virus continuously changes its strain, and so while developing hybridization, then the followed by different what we go for hybridization in the okra, and apart from that, after hybridization we go for selection and the other process. By the time a variety is released, often we see, and it is then again it goes for multi-location and all. Within that we see variety is released within maybe 3-4 years only. Its resistance is broken down because the virus has already changed its strain. Okay, so that is another problem. Then there is Pusa A4. That is hybridization between Esculentus and Manihot subspecies Manihot. This was developed by backcross and then further selection. Perkins long green, this was introduction from the USA. Harbhajan, this was selection 6 of Perkins long green. Then Arca anamica, so that is selection 10. It was developed by interspecific hybridization of Esculentus and Manihot subspecies Tetraphilus, and thereafter selection. Okay. Narca abhay, this is a sister line of the same cross of Arca anamica. So that was selection 10. This was selection 4 of the same cross. So from one single cross only, we can develop many varieties from the segregation population, because after the crossing, when you go for segregation, all the plants are different. Okay, and maybe you select the important desirable lines. You have the important population. So you can, from one single cross you may get 10 population, 15 population, you can get 100 population also, and from that you can get 100 varieties from a single cross. Okay, that depends on the number of the segregating population that you develop. How many F2 plants you have, and from that how many lines you have selected, and through further selection you can get as many possible. The number desired may be quite high also. Desirable traits may be high. Okay, so selection you do as per your choice. Then Parvani Kranti. This was again interspecific cross between Esculentus, Pusa Sauni and Manihot. Then Parvani Tillu was induced mutant. Punjab 7. This was interspecific cross between Esculentus Savani cross Manihot species Manihot, subspecies Manihot from Ghana. Punjab Padmini. This was interspecific cross between Esculentus Rashmi cross Manihot subspecies Manihot from Ghana. So then Punjab 8 or EMS 8. This was induced mutant of Pusa Savani treated with 1% EMS. So this was a mutant, induced mutant treated with chemical mutagen. Okay. Then Varsha Upahar. This was intervarietal hybridization. It was developed. So intervarietal, that is within Esculentus itself. Then Hisar Unnat, again intervarietal hybridization CO1. This is selection from Hyderabad Red Wonder. CO2. CO2 is the F1 hybrid A180 cross Pusa Savni. And also you have different varieties, the recent ones, Kashi Kranti, Kashi Pragati, and so on. These are from the Banaras. Then you have Kashi Sadhari, which is 7 ribbed. The red one, Kashi Lalima is there, recently released, that is red and rich in anthocyanin also. So these are the different varieties and these are quite important. So then CO3 is there, F1 hybrid again, MDU1 induced mutant. This is from by gamma radiation of Pusa Savani. Azad Kranti has been selection, Gujarat Bindi 1 again a selection. So these are the important varieties of okra. Okay, so that was all about okra. So now you can ask the different questions.
मैम सिस्टर लाइन क्या होता है?
सिस्टर लाइन मतलब एक क्रॉस किया, ए क्रॉस बी किया, ए क्रॉस बी का सेग्रीगेशन पॉपुलेशन आया, उसमें से सिलेक्शन किया, तो उसी पॉपुलेशन का मानो F5 या F6 में जाके कोई सिलेक्शन करे हो एक लाइन 1, ओके, दैट यू नेम एज सिलेक्शन 1. उसी के साथ में एक और प्लांट सिलेक्शन किया, वो सिलेक्शन 2 हुआ, एक और किया सिलेक्शन 3 हुआ. तो ये सारा जो है सिस्टर लाइंस बोलते हैं. ओके, so they are having the same common parents, parentage इसका सेम है ना? So from the same crossing to the segregation population, you develop different lines. So those lines are called sister lines, which are having the same parentage. एक ही क्रॉस से डेवलप किया गया सेग्रीगेशन पॉपुलेशन से सिलेक्टेड जो लाइंस है वो सिस्टर लाइंस बोलते हैं. मानो कि तुमने ए क्रॉस बी किया, ओके, तो ए क्रॉस बी से जो है जो आपने डेवलप किया जो पॉपुलेशन, एक F1 हाइब्रिड आया, उसमें मानो तुम्हारा रेजिस्टेंस ट्रेट हुआ या डिजायरेबल ट्रेट्स आ गया. उसके बाद में क्या F2 में जाओगे, वैरायटी डेवलपमेंट के लिए क्या करोगे, F2 में जाओगे. F2 में जाके मे भी डिजायरेबल प्लांट्स तुमने सिलेक्ट किया, वहां से 400 F2 प्लांट्स था मे बी, उसमें से 4 प्लांट सिलेक्ट किया. अब इन 4 की जो है सिलेक्शन किया, तो इन 4 की सीड्स रखी अलग अलग से इसका सेल्फिंग करके. सो यू गेट द 4 व्हाट F3 फैमिली पाया. इससे जो सीड्स रखा F3 के लिए रखा ना, तो उसका जब सीड्स लगाया तो क्या हुआ, 4 F3 फैमिलीज हुआ, है ना. उन 4 F3 फैमिलीज में से फिर मानो सिलेक्शन किया अगेन. हाँ, अब मानो अल्टीमेटली F5 या F6 पॉपुलेशन में आपको मे बी 5 फैमिलीज है, ओके. हाँ, F5 आए, ऐसे सिलेक्शन करते करते F5 पॉपुलेशन में आए. अब F5 पॉपुलेशन में मे बी यू आर हैविंग 5 फैमिलीज, फैमिली ए, फैमिली बी, सी, डी, ई. अब फैमिली ए में से जो है आपने सिलेक्शन 1 रखा, सिलेक्शन 2 रखा, तो these two you may call sister lines. Okay.
मैम रेड कलर का भी ओकरा आता है ना? वो
Red
कौन सा वैरायटी का?
काशी लालिमा,
काशी
काशी लालिमा अभी रिसेंटली रिलीज्ड है. एंड कुछ कुछ और भी जो है लाइंस जो उनके पास है, अभी रिलीज नहीं है. IIVR is also maintaining some more lines also. और घनश्याम
Yes, ma'am.
क्वेश्चन नहीं?
No, ma'am.
आई थिंक आज जो है 4 बजे से विशुन सर विल बी टेकिंग अ क्लास ऑफ 604, ठीक है?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
क्लास कर लो एंड नेक्स्ट वीक कब बोलो, टेस्ट एक क्विज ले लेते हैं, 602 का एक क्विज ले लेते हैं, 604 का एक क्विज ले लेते हैं, यू टेल मी डेट्स,
Yes.
ठीक है? तो क्विज के लिए मे बी मैं मेल कर दूं कि इसी पे मे बी आई कैन डिस्प्ले द क्वेश्चंस, और मे बी 1 से 10 या 20 तक जैसे रहेगा 1 2 3 4 करके इसी टाइम पे क्विज दे देना, ऐसे ही कर देंगे, डिस्प्ले को कर देंगे क्वेश्चन इस पे, स्क्रीन शेयर करके, सो यू गेटिंग द क्वेश्चंस को देख लोगे और उसी में जो है आंसर कर देना, ठीक है? देन विल डिस्कस द आंसर्स क्लास में ही, ठीक है ना?
Yes.
वो ठीक रहेगा?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
ठीक है, वही ठीक रहेगा, ओके?
Yes, sir.
पोर्शन कहाँ से रहेगा?
तो वही बोलो, पूरा क्रॉप्स पूरा कर ले या क्या करें, डिवाइड कर करके करें?
मैम
डिवाइड कर दीजिए मैम।
डिवाइड कर देंगे, तुम ही लोग बोलो ना कितना क्रॉप्स का, तो दो क्विज कर लेंगे फिर, ठीक है? तो डिवाइड कर
ग्रुप डिस्कशन
लेंगे, बोलो, बता दो कितना, 5 क्रॉप्स है और इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट्स भी है ना कुछ, बेसिक्स वाला जो है, बेसिक्स एंड रिप्रोडक्शन वो चीज भी है, प्लस 5 क्रॉप्स है, तो वो कर लो जो कितना, ओकरा के साथ में टोमेटो, कैप्सिकम, इतना साथ में कर लो, ठीक है? तो चिलीज
क्या
पोटैटो
बोला
एंड ओकरा, चिलीज पोटैटो ओकरा साथ में कर लो, एंड इंट्रोडक्टरी पार्ट एंड टोमेटो एंड ब्रिंजल एक और कर लो, ठीक है ना? ओके, तो ये एक रह जाएगा, और उसमें भी जो है 604 का भी वैसे ही कर लेंगे, ओके ना? ठीक है, तो मुझे डेट्स बता देना।
तो मैम ये क्या बोलते हैं, इंट्रोडक्टरी वाला पहले देंगे कि ओकरा वाला देंगे? ओकरा, पोटैटो, कैप्सिकम।
इंट्रोडक्टरी वाला ही पहले दे दो, इंट्रोडक्टरी टोमेटो एंड ब्रिंजल, ठीक है?
ओके मैम।
वो पहले एक कर लो, उसको कब करोगे बोलो, नेक्स्ट वीक में?
यस मैम,
मैम क्या ले लीजिए
नेक्स्ट वीक ही ठीक रहेगा मैम।
नेक्स्ट वीक
नेक्स्ट
में
वीक
मे
मैम।
बी ट्यूसडे वेंसडे की तरफ कर लेंगे, ठीक है ना?
ठीक है
ओके, ट्यूसडे
मैं
वेंसडे
मॉर्निंग में
मॉर्निंग में ही रखेंगे, ज्यादा ठीक रहेगा, मॉर्निंग में ही ठीक, ओके?
ठीक है
तो नेक्स्ट वीक इसको पहले इसको कर लेंगे, उसके बाद में 604 का भी कर लेंगे। 604 का क्या क्या रखेंगे, उसमें भी इंट्रोडक्टरी एंड डेवलपमेंटल पाथवेज, उनको एक कर लेते हैं। इंट्रोडक्टरी डेवलपमेंटल पाथवे, मिड टर्म वाला सिलेबस जितना था उसमें तो पूरा ही ऑलमोस्ट आ गया था ना, मिड टर्म वाला सिलेबस में कितना था, हैप्लॉइड्स तो था क्या, नहीं पाया ultimate।
यस मैम फ्लाइट्स था 604 में मेरी
या उसमें तो इतना पार्ट्स भी है नहीं, तो उतना कर लो,
टिश्यू कल्चर भी है उसमें
टिश्यू या फिर टिश्यू कल्चर डेवलपमेंटल पाथवे, मीडिया और इंट्रोडक्टरी, ठीक है?
इसमें
ठीक है
हैप्लॉइड और टिश्यू कल्चर भी है मैम।
ना, पहले वाला क्विज में उसमें जो है इंट्रोडक्टरी पोर्शन, टिश्यू कल्चर एंड मीडिया, उसको एक रखो, और सोमा क्लोनल वेरिएशन और हैप्लॉइड्स उसको अलग से रखो, ठीक है? ठीक है, तब वैसे ही कर लेते हैं, ओके? ठीक है, क्लास क्लोज करती हूँ।
ठीक है यस
ओके ओके।
थैंक यू
थैंक यू
मैम।
थैंक यू